going on, guys? You guys are tuning into the Night Crew podcast. And today, we're on episode 2. Security guard thinks he's a cop. It's Bang Energy, Sour Ropes, just came out. Shout out to my boy Tony from the Fast Trip for shooting me a couple of these so I can try them out. I'd say I give him an 8 out of 10. Good stuff. Let's go!
It's the Night Crew. Don't know where we're going. The Night Crew. Don't know where we've been. It's the Night Crew. Don't know where we're going. It's the Night Crew. The Night Crew. For the people that make it.
What's going on, guys? You guys are tuning into the Night Crew podcast. Today we're on episode 2. Security guard thinks he's a cop. Now, before we get into it, there's been a video that's been going around, circling around the internet. Okay, it's been circling around in my inbox for the last few days. People have been sending me videos of, hey, the security guard, he's doing this, he's doing that. What do you think? You know, this security guard has been exposed on Facebook, he's on Instagram, on YouTube, on X, everywhere.
One last time, are you refusing to leave the property or identify your residency?
I'm about to go to the store.
Okay, so go. Get moving. If I see you back on property, you'll be detained. Because you do not live on property. You refuse to identify. And you're refusing to
Who
leave.
are you, dude?
Property security, that's what we're here
You
for.
have an idea.
And I'm getting pulled from all angles. Dang it. And for those of you guys who don't know who I am, my name's Eric. I own a private security company here in California. I've been doing the job for the last 20 years. Obviously, I have a little bit of insight, on this, and I'm just here to provide my expert opinion and help educate those that are uneducated, and also shed some light on the mannerism on this incident and what we could have done better. I don't think you can do anything better on this one. So before I get into the security guard that's acting like a cop, I did some research prior after I watched the video, and I've come to find out that this security guard works for a company out in Denver, Colorado called Front Range Patrol, and I want to say they've been in business for the last 6-7 years, and looks like they hired guards to combat the homeless, and they have looks like they have like a tactical approach to things. I happened to just kind of surf the internet just to kind of find out who the security guards are, and was this security guard that's been blasted on the Instagram, are they all like that, and so as I go and Google, I see a lady that's recording a security company that has their lights, their amber lights on, and it's obstructing the view from the traffic. And so an onlooker was walking by, pulled her camera phone out, and was starting to question the security guards. Why is there so many of them out there? What they were doing?
Range patrol. What's going on?
Obviously, as private security, we don't have to answer any of those questions. But to save face, answering questions in a very, very professional manner can go a long ways. Unfortunately, these security guards failed and started calling the lady derogatory names because she would not be quiet.
So is there anything we can help you with, or did you just come over here to be a bitch?
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
No. Excuse
it
me?
sure seems like you just came over here to be a bitch.
I came over here to understand why the fuck you have these bright ass.
And unfortunately, when we work private security, we work a customer service based role. Okay, regardless, whoever they are, homeless, not homeless, Karens, not Karens, who cares? People are not going to always agree with our tactics and the way we do things. Okay, it is what it is. But after watching this video, disgusting. And just to find out there's more like this makes it even worse. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong videos. Maybe they're just a couple bad apples. Maybe they don't work there anymore. So I looked at the reviews. I wanted to know. And no, normally when you guys see reviews especially for security, unfortunately people are always not going to like the interactions we have with them, right? We ask someone to leave, they get all hissy fissy, and they want to write a review and say we suck and we're aggressive, whatever. All we did was ask the person to leave, but they put this review on there. Now you might see one of those out of 100 of them, and then you can kind of go ahead and determine that maybe this person was just having a pissed off day and made some rude comments, or maybe she just like people of authority. Okay, fair. But then when you go look at review after review after review after review after review, it's showing that these guys are reckless when they're driving. They fly through stop signs. They have zero regard for the people that are on the road. And they're rude. Not customer friendly. And I've said this before in podcasts. I've said it before too. I've been on the phone with some of these business owners and security guards, and I say you are who you hire. Okay, if you're gonna be aggressive, you're gonna hire aggressive. You got a temper, you're gonna hire people with tempers. Overweight, you're gonna hire people overweight. I don't know how that works, but it's just personalities attract. I don't want to get to the whole psychology of it, maybe for another day. But personalities attract people. So that's what you get. If you're lazy, your guards are going to be lazy. So now we go back and we look at the security guard. We look at the interaction. What happened? Okay. And it sucks that a lot of these videos are always recorded when things are getting hot and heavy. Okay. Things are getting little, steamy. People want to pull out the camera phones. Hey! But as I'm looking at the interaction, the driver was appeared to be pretty compliant, unprovoked, not upset, trying to explain himself to some knucklehead. And it looks like it started off with loud music. Started off with a subject playing loud music and smoking a cigarette, or maybe smoking some reefer, who knows? Okay. But he's in his car, chilling, playing music. Security guard rolls up on him and demands him to turn it down, and then starts interrogating him. Okay. There's other ways to conduct field interviews. That is not a way to conduct a field interview on someone if you're trying to identify who they are. Okay. Coming up to someone, banging on windows and demanding things. That's not how you get things. Okay. We're not babies. You're a baby, you start demanding things. Your mom's like, no, you're not acting right. You're acting like a child. As the security guard refers to this driver the whole time.
Who on their property is acting like an absolute child?
Time as a child, which crazy. And the video starts off by the security guard saying, I'm going to ask you one last time, are you refusing to leave or identify your residency? And in my experience working in residential areas, working in apartment complexes, if you are trained enough to know, you should be able to determine if they live there or not.
Learn to read the room, Dale.
And I hate to say, based off their dress, based off by the way they're walking, when you look at their body language, are they just walking? Are they just chilling? Do they look comfortable there? If they look comfortable there, I'm going to assume that they live there. Oh, they know someone that does live there. They've been there several times. But when I get people that are driving into the parking lot and they're swerving and they're going this way and they see me behind them, they turn on their blinkers, I'm gonna say, hey, do you live here? They're gonna say, no. Can I help you find where you're going? Yes. Are you here to visit someone? Yes. Okay. Make a left and make a right. Oh, by the way, just for future reference, so I know you. What's your name? Oh, my name's James. Boom. Field interview. Now, obviously, I didn't get his full government name, but at least I know him as James. Okay, and I know that James went up to apartment 112. And I can document that in my activity report if I want to, or my list of observations or whatever. But the security guard did not care, did not know. And he continued to threaten the driver that he's going to be detained. He says, if you leave and you come back, I'm going to detain you. And I tell this to everybody, cheap thrills don't mean nothing. I'm going to detain you. And, you know, the video goes on and the driver is questioning the guard because the guard's acting has his behavior and his mannerism is very erratic. And he asks him, and he goes off, and the security guard goes off the limb by saying, I'm not a police officer. I don't have to do that by myself. You don't pay my paycheck. Your taxes have nothing to do with me.
I don't have to give you my name. I'm not
What's
a police
your name?
officer. You don't pay my paycheck.
I don't have to
My
give you- I
taxes,
don't
your
have to give
taxes
you- I
don't
don't
do
have to
nothing
give you
about me.
my
But
name.
your taxes have nothing to do with
I
me.
don't-
And it sounds like that's a rehearsed thing that he uses when he's on properties, because I'm assuming that one day Carrie Sue said, I pay your taxes. And she's like, no, you don't. I'm a security guard. And now he uses that everywhere. You gotta pick and choose where you use your conversations at, buddy. The security guard mannerism was erratic. His behavior was uncalled for, and he was very aggressive. And I don't know how you take someone seriously wearing those hoop earrings that he had in his ears. I can't take you serious. I'm sorry. I can't take you serious with the earrings. I can't take you serious with the damn.
Okay, so go. Get moving. If I see you back on property, you'll be...
Yep. The gum in your mouth. I don't know. Proper etiquette I learned from my mother not to talk with your mouth full. Why are you talking with your mouth full?
Today would be the perfect day to talk about how we can politely chew with our mouth closed.
And then I noticed that he kept jerking his shoulders. Yeah. Yeah. And I got that. Like, I watch a lot of cop vibes, a lot of cop videos.
Get him up. Spread your legs now. I'm an officer of the law.
I'm not going to lie to you, okay? I've gone through all 36 seasons of Cops, all right? Okay? But this guy has taken watching 36 seasons of Cops very literal. You know, when babies can't communicate effectively, they start to get fussy, they get upset. Well, this is what happens to the security guard. He got his feelings hurt, and then he attempts to extract the driver from his vehicle.
You step out of the vehicle now, man.
Come on, man. Can't be doing that, bro. And in that same transition, the security guard removes a taser pulse. Why do you have a taser pulse? Security guard with the hoop earrings and the gum in his mouth? Why do you have a taser pulse? Oh. Taser pulse is for home defense. Here's a great example. I'm in my room. Someone breaks into my place, tries to take advantage of me. Because it happens. I can see that happening. And I have my taser pulse. And I grab him, I shoot him. It's a 30-second ride. That means that voltage is gonna last for 30 seconds. It gives me enough time to put my clothes on, run out the house, get my phone, call 911. But for you to use it as a duty weapon for private security, that is a no-no. Because you tase someone for 30 seconds, you're running a really, really, really huge risk. And in this case, this risk could have been very, very bad because this risk was unprovoked. It's a security guard looking for a good time. I love it. I love good times. I love them. But this is not the kind of time that you need. Okay, we go to Disneyland. It's a good time, but this is not a good time. And he uses his taser pulse to persuade the driver to get out of the vehicle. Okay, let me show you guys something. All right, this is a X7. Okay, taser 7. And if you look here, it's got about that's the arc. But it's a 5-second ride. Law enforcement uses these. And most security guards, you'll see them carrying X26s, and X2s. But more so, I see a lot of security guards carrying taser pulses. And I don't think the security guards know the dangerous effects utilizing the taser pulse can cause. It can cause serious injury, or you can fatally injure somebody because 30 seconds of 50,000 volts in you, it can really, really, really hurt you. I've gotten tased for 5 seconds, and I felt like I was dying. So imagine this guy getting tased for 30 seconds. Anyway, so the guard uses the "you're on private property" to justify why he was able to forcefully open the driver's door. You know, we think about this in a worst case scenario sense. What if the driver had a gun? Security guard opens the door. Pop, 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 pop. Done, son. Gone. Because apparently the security guard didn't know who this guy was. I'm sorry, but not even the most experienced security guards or law enforcement officers are going to remove someone out of a vehicle unprovoked. Oh, I can't say it's ever happened before, but it has happened. But why? And working private security, you shouldn't be doing that at all. Instructing someone out of a vehicle. It's crazy. So that's where you listen here, guys. Never ever try to extract someone from a vehicle. Okay, it's just not a good look. Okay, especially those that are working in the private sector. And this whole back and forth, where do you live, what unit? It's uncalled for. And it essentially turned into harassment. And you can clearly see that the driver was not a threat. Okay. And he wasn't acting erratic towards the guard. But unfortunately the guard was acting erratic towards him. And so the driver says, you know what, man, I'm done with this. Get the hell out of my face. I'm out of here. I'm going to go to the store. And the security guard says, it's too late for that.
I'm about to go to the store.
Well, it's too late for that now.
No, it's
now
not.
We're waiting for my partner.
No, it's not, dude.
Yeah, we are.
You open my door, man.
Okay.
Buddy. He walks to his patrol vehicle and redirects his vehicle so he's blocking the driver.
Now this dude want to block me from leaving.
Why? And if we remember the Logan Gimbel case, Logan Gimbel partially blocked the driver from leaving or persuading him not to leave by parking his vehicle at a particular angle. And that, my friends, if you prevent someone from leaving. It's called false imprisonment. It depends on what state you're in. Unlawful detainment. And what that is, it's unlawfully depriving someone of their personal liberty. This guy was unable to leave the situation. And now the driver could be fearful of his life. Maybe he might be afraid to return where he lives. Maybe he tells the property management, hey, I don't feel comfortable here anymore. The security guard scared me. And I hate to throw race into this, but the driver was African American. And we look at this as a worst case scenario. What would happen if something happened to the African American driver? It would be BLM all over the place with security. You guys saw what they did to the police departments. Now security? Gotta do better than that. Gotta do so much better. I don't know what you guys think. Could this been completely prevented? And does the security guard still work for that company? Hope not. Because if you look at it, this can go really bad really quick. And a lot of things could have happened to this, and I'm glad it didn't. Juice. Anyway, very scary. Let me know what you guys think. I thought that I thought that this was a good podcast. Obviously, I wish I would have got to it sooner, but just didn't have the time. And but it's okay. You guys can still listen. It continues to, this video continues to go viral. Okay. Just continues and continues to just track on numbers. And this security company is going to be held accountable for it one way or another. If the driver of that vehicle is around, I love for him to message me. He can find us on Night's Watch Patrol on our Instagram. Shoot us a message. I love to see if I can get him on a podcast. I love to hear his interaction, how he's feeling, and what his thoughts were after the interaction. If there's any way, if there's other ways that a security guard could have gone could have approached him or gone a different way, and if the security guard had if you guys know who the driver is, or he has an Instagram page, I would love to get him on a podcast. I love to talk to him and I just want to know his experience, and how has his experience changed him? It's just a few days ago, but that stuff is traumatic. You got some knucklehead pulling out a little baby taser and threatening you with it. I don't know. It's a million one things can happen. And I pray for the safety of the security guard as well, because this kind of stuff, you would find the wrong person. Okay, he found a chill guy, but there's not a lot of chill guys like that. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this podcast, please like, share, subscribe, please. Please subscribe. We're gonna continue doing podcasts. It doesn't change. We're gonna continue sharing these nice energy drinks, so that when you guys are going to the stores, you guys are like, oh shoot, Eric said the bang was great. It made him, kept him up all night. Cool. And I'm gonna go buy one. So cool. Just trying to send people in the right direction. All right, guys, this has been real. The nights are dark and full of terror.
It's dark and full of terror. The flames unveil each hidden